Okay. Alrighty then. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us today. Super excited to have all of you. This is our Be a Jayhawk week of virtual events. We've got a special theme for today, and it is going to be finding your nest or housing. So just to give you a little tidbit about that. But first of all, let's go ahead. Just want to introduce our team. So we're super thrilled that you've joined us today, and obviously while we cannot connect with you in person on campus, on our beautiful Hilltop campus, we're thinking of you and we're hoping that we can connect and have you visit in person as soon as it is safe to do so. My name is Nancy Stoma. I'm the Associate Director for Campus Visits and Events here at the University of Kansas. I'm also joined here today by two of my teammates. I have Gretchen Emig and Juan Pablo Meraquin. Both are admissions representatives in our office. They're going to be manning our chat today, so if you would like to chat with them, if you have any questions during our presentation, if you are just thinking about something that's on your mind and you want to connect, definitely use them to your advantage. They are absolutely happy to get chatting with you and answer any questions that you have that may come up. So right now I have my presentation pulled up, and you should be able to see that now. Can I get a head shake from Casey Bray, please? You can see my presentation. Awesome. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So during our presentation, just a pro tip, if you have your settings set to speaker view, that will probably give you the best viewing ability for the format of our event and also for you to watch the PowerPoint too. So like I said, for today's program, we will be focusing on finding your nest, aka our housing options on our campus, and we do have a large variety of options for students. We have 9 residence halls, 12 scholarship halls, and 3 on-campus apartments. While we do not require that freshman students live on campus, about 80% of our new students do choose to enjoy our on-campus communities and living amenities during their first year. Living on campus is also a great way to form a connection to our campus, meet fellow Jayhawks, and build your social circle. So right now, before we get into our housing programming, I do want to start with a little fun game. We have a special guest with us today. So we have, let me switch back over. Awesome. So we have a game that we like to call Rapid Fire Jayhawk Edition. We have Stephonn Alcorn with us today. Stephonn is an associate at Blackstone in the Real Estate Asset Management Group, working on a team to oversee Blackstone's investment in residential housing, in rental housing specifically, rent regulated, low-income housing, tax credit housing, student housing, and manufactured housing. So lots of housing focuses today. Stephonn also assists Blackstone Real Estate senior leadership and portfolio companies on various special projects and strategy, and he is the co-chair of Blackstone Real Estate's Diversity and Inclusion Task Force. Outside of Blackstone, Stephonn serves on the Junior Board of Breaking Ground, which is an organization that provides transitional and permanent housing for vulnerable groups in New York. He's originally from Kansas City and attended the University of Kansas, where he studied finance and also served as student body president. Stephonn, hello.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for the warm introduction. A ton of housing. So today's conversation on housing is very topical for me. I may even stay on.
Awesome, love it. You really just want to reminisce back to KU, your time at KU, don't you?
Basically, yes.
Exactly. One more tidbit about Blackstone. Definitely want to touch on how impressive Stephonn is and what the company Blackstone is all about. So Blackstone very seldomly hires outside of the East Coast Ivy Leagues. So having one of our own Jayhawks in this company is really pivotal. It's important, and it speaks volume to what we do as Jayhawks and just the caliber of talent that we produce in our institution and with our alumni, obviously. Just to give you an idea of how successful Blackstone is, I'll share a little stat. They have about $150 billion of value in a global real estate portfolio. So with all of that being said, I'm going to set my timer for 75 seconds. And Stephonn and I are going to play rapid fire. We're going to see how many questions he can answer in a 75-second span. So I'm starting right now. Stephonn, Where is your best place to eat on campus?
The barbecue stand in the DeBruce Center.
Okay, okay. What's your favorite Jayhawk design?
1912 Jayhawk.
Nice. What is the most underrated building on campus?
Ooh, probably basement of Anschutz Library.
Okay. Who's your favorite KU basketball player of all time?
Oh, this is hard. Maybe Paul Pierce.
Okay, why?
Because I have his original jersey. I got it at a thrift shop when I was a kid, and I've kept it ever since.
Oh my gosh. Okay, amazing. Super jealous.
Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing thing to happen to you while you were on campus?
Oh gosh. Next question.
Okay. What is the coolest thing about being a Jayhawk in your opinion?
Oh my gosh, the coolest thing about being a Jayhawk, I think it would have to be the fact that KU just has such a large alumni base. I've literally been all over the world, and everywhere I go, someone recognizes a Jayhawk, and it's such a recognizable and distinctive bird, and is always a conversation starter literally anywhere.
Okay, best coach self-impression.
Oh my God. I don't think I used to try to do a Bill Self impression, but I always ended up sounding like George Bush, which I
Okay.
kind of think Coach Self sounds like George Bush a little bit. Listen to him next time. You kind of see some similarities, but I can't do it.
Okay, cool. Last question. One piece of advice that you would like to share with our future Jayhawks.
One piece of advice is I would say knock on every single door you can. Like KU is such a big place. You're going to meet a ton of people. You can, it's funny. You can totally make it your own, right? So I would say get involved, like find your own community, whether it's in the dorms or in a scholarship hall or within your major or your field, or maybe it's an activity or an organization on campus. Like figure out a way to make KU smaller and make it your own community. The 4 years goes by quick, so make sure you do every single thing that you want to do. And it's always going to be a great place, and it's an even better place to return to as well.
Love it. Awesome. Okay, thanks so much, Stephonn. You really nailed that. We really appreciate it. Can we get a virtual round of applause for Stephonn Alcorn today, please? Thank you, guys. Yay. Awesome. Thanks, Stephonn.
Thanks,
You
everyone.
enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll catch you later. Rock
Deal.
Chalk.
Thanks, everyone. Rock Chalk.
See ya. Awesome. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, our focus today is on housing, and I'd like to introduce two of our partners from housing today. We have Jackie McKenna, Associate Director for Housing and Occupancy, and I believe Phil Newman is also joining her, Coordinator for Recruitment and Customer Experience. So Jackie, you should be able to go ahead and share your screen, and we can go ahead and get this going, and I'll turn it over to you guys.
I'm struggling to unmute myself today. It's actually just me. This is Jackie McKenna. I use the gender pronoun she, her, and hers. It's just me today because we are currently welcoming our newest Jayhawks to campus. We are actually in day 4 of 16 days of move-in this year. We are so excited to welcome our new Jayhawks. We created 16 days of move-in to greet them. And we are really excited to welcome all of you next fall, hopefully in the same most energetic and over-the-top way as we can. But I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about KU student housing and that experience of living on campus. So as Nancy mentioned earlier, lots of housing options for you to choose from here at the University of Kansas. And they start right now with our 9 different residence halls. We have 3 that have all been built since 2015. So we've got a lot of new buildings with lots of great modern features and designs and amenities. We've also got traditional halls that will give you that college experience that you've seen on TV and in the movies, so that you can live that for yourself. So a variety of different room types and styles all available for you to select from. Everything from a traditional double where you and your roommate, who will be your closest BFF maybe, can live in a room together and use a community bathroom located on your floor that's cleaned daily by the KU student housing staff. Or you can have an option where maybe you have 3 roommates that are going to be your best friends for your KU experience. And you live in a 4-person suite where you have a common room or living room area. You also have bedroom space and a bathroom. We have lots of different room types and styles, many that include a bathroom within the room, or some that offer that community style bathroom just for different choices and options for you. A good thing to know about all of our housing options that we offer across campus in our 9 different residence halls is that the price you pay includes everything. It includes everything from cable and internet to laundry to printing. It's all included in that one fee, and so it's all there. The other great thing about our residence halls, great community for you to live in. You're going to meet lots of different people from lots of different, parts of the country and even the world to build your community while you're here as a Jayhawk. Our residence halls are located all throughout campus, and they create their own campus community right here on campus, which is really exciting. Because maybe you don't live with a person directly in your building, but you see them frequently, whether it be in the dining center or going back and forth between campus. All of our residence halls have a bus stop near them, so they're really easy to access to get to campus and to the different academic resources that we have available, along with all of the social aspects of the college experience. We also have 12 scholarship halls, and these are cooperative living environments. They're a really unique community and a big tradition here at KU. We've had this community for almost 95 years. This community is really special. It's a cooperative living environment, so the students living in the halls help to contribute to the operations of the buildings by helping cook and clean in the halls to support those operations. And in return for that, they have our lowest cost housing and dining on campus. It's a really great community environment. It's about 48 students per hall, so a little bit of a smaller community group where you can really make some great connections. But all 12 of these halls are in a neighborhood together. So they're neighbors together and really close to one another. So even outside of your hall community, you're building relationships and meeting other people. I said this community was unique and special, and part of what makes it unique is our alumni base. We've had this community for 95 years, and it's not very often that people resonate and identify with where they always lived on campus, but our students, especially our alumni in the scholarship halls, really do connect still even after their time at KU with the scholarship hall community. Many of them have established or contribute to scholarships that help support students who currently live in that community. And so each year we get to distribute over $250,000 worth of scholarships to housing students, many of which go to students that directly live in the scholarship hall community. So if you're looking for a great affordable way to help navigate your KU career, and you're looking for a place that you would want to live for multiple years, the scholarship halls is a great community. There is a short application that you will fill out for the scholarship halls, because we do look at 3 components for this community. We look at your academics, so your high school GPA and your standardized test score. We also consider a short application that you submit along with financial need. The combination of those 3 things helps us to determine eligibility for this community each year. Again, the students contribute to the community by helping with the cooking and cleaning, and as you can see in this photo, the students are working to prepare one of the meals. And Juan Pablo, who's on this call with us today, is a Scholarship Hall alumni. He knows a lot of great stuff about the community and can also tell you what that experience is like. If you get to come to campus, we're hoping in the future we're going to be able to open back up our halls and communities, whether it be in a residence hall or a scholarship hall, for you to come and visit and check it out. So look for that in the future. If you're in the Lawrence area, we'd love to show you around when we're able to do that again. In addition to for incoming students, we also even offer up your sophomore, junior, and senior year for you to check out. In your first year, you can live in Stouffer Place apartments, which are apartments we opened up just a couple of years ago. They're set up for either 4 or 6 students, where you can either have your own private bedroom or a shared bedroom with another student. And then each bedroom also has their own bathroom. It comes with a full kitchen and a furnished living room. So it offers some great options and a little bit more amenities in the halls for students to choose from. If you do live in this community, if you are in a 4-person unit, you're not required to have a meal plan. And if you're in a 6-person unit, you can get one of our smallest meal plan options. So it really helps if you're a student that likes to cook for yourself, or maybe you're really conscious of what you eat because of either a dietary restriction or it's just how you live your life. Stouffer could be a great option for you if you're looking for privacy and the ability to really cook for yourself. So in addition to all of our housing options, we also offer dining. We have 3 major dining centers across campus and over 22 retail locations you can use your KU dining meal plan at. So I promise you'll never go hungry as long as you're looking for a KU dining option. Our retail locations include Starbucks coffee shops, convenience stores, and fast food options such as Chick-fil-A, sandwiches, pizza to go, all those kind of things. Our dining meal plans can have a retail component that gives you flexibility to use all over campus, or you can select a dining component that allows you to eat all you want at the dining halls. And our dining halls work to create lots of food options and variety to meet any of your nutritional or dietary needs. We've got you covered, and we're happy to help with that. One of the things we pride ourselves on is supporting you in your academic success while you're here at KU. We're more than just a place to live. We're here to help you to be the best student you can be. Part of that is the fact that we're conveniently here on campus, but also some of the services we provide in our halls. We are actually in the midst of training 160 resident assistants, undergraduate students that live right there in the community, current KU students that know what it's like to be a KU student and some of the challenges you might face. They're here to help and support you and connect you with any university resource or support you might need while you're here as a Jayhawk. We also offer things like tutoring and writing centers right here in our communities, so you don't even need to leave your home in order to access some of these resources. So we bring them right here. We also offer things like free printing, wireless. We have our own wireless network in our residential facilities dedicated just for you to support and help you. We also work to match your housing contract with what your academic needs are. So let's say you find a really awesome internship or you decide to study abroad. We're going to make sure your housing needs and your contract match what your academic needs are. If there's no reason for you to be living in Lawrence, you're not going to pay for housing here in Lawrence. We want you to be where your academics take you and need you to be. So we're really proud to welcome our Jayhawks on campus, to house almost 5,000 Jayhawks each and every year and to support them. But we're really here to create a convenient, value-added experience for you and your Jayhawk experience. For more information, you can go to our housing website, which is housing.ku.edu. There you can learn more specifically about each one of our 9 residence halls, our 12 scholarship halls, and our on-campus apartments. For those of you that are getting ready or maybe already applied to KU, we're ready for you to come live on campus. Our housing contracts will open up October 7th, and that's a really important day to remember. October 7th, you can apply and contract for housing. Students do select their housing based on the order they contract. So the sooner you sign up, the earlier in line you're going to be to select your housing, meaning higher likelihood you're going to get what you want when you're living on campus. There is a $50 application fee that you'll pay when you sign up for housing, and then you'll select your room and space in the spring. So you have plenty of time still to learn about all the housing options, hopefully get here to Lawrence and come and visit us and get to see some of those housing options before you would select your space in the spring. So lots of different variety, lots of different options. Hopefully there's something that's going to be a great fit for you and something that's going to support you in your success as a Jayhawk. So again, check us out at housing.ku.edu for more information. And that's the housing information that I have right now. I know we've got a lot of great admission staff with us on the call. And so if you have more questions, they are wonderful resources and very helpful if you need it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackie. We really appreciate all of that helpful information. We hope you have a good day. If you want to stay and hang out, though, please do. We always love to see your face. So thank you. Thank you. Next up, we have two student ambassadors. We have Nick and Yvonne, who are respectively at they're at Daisy Hill and the Crawford Community Center, respectively, and they're ready to give us a look from some of our housing locations. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Nick.
Hello, my name's Nick. I'm a senior studying applied behavioral science on the pre-med track, and we wanted to welcome you to Daisy Hill. This is home to 6 of our residence halls on campus. We have our honors hall in Templin Hall. We've got Lewis, Hashinger, which is our arts hall, Ellsworth, and then Oswald and Self. So all sorts of options up here. This was my home away from home my freshman year. I lived in Ellsworth. I loved it. One of my biggest pieces of advice to incoming freshmen is check out housing.ku.edu. That place is awesome. It has all sorts of floor plans for all of our different places here on campus, 360 tours. And that's how I kind of found my place. I knew that I wanted something a little bit more affordable, but also something that had common space for my roommates. So that led me to like a 4-person suite. But for some people, different types of living situations work better. Whether it be just like your traditional 2-person room with shared bathrooms, which is nice because you don't have to clean the bathroom. But all sorts of pros and cons to all of our living situations here. So tons of options, tons of flexibility for students here at KU. Another really cool thing about living up here on Daisy Hill is you have Mrs. E's Dining Center, which we're actually right by. You'll learn to love it. It's one of my favorite memories here at KU, coming down to E's with all my friends. Obviously, it's going to look a little bit different this next year, but you know, we're going to do our best, and it's still going to be a memorable experience. Also, another great resource for students up here on Daisy Hill is our Daisy Hill Commons. So this kind of orange-looking cube over here is actually accessible to all students up on Daisy Hill. Just with a swipe of your KU ID, inside there's free printing. So that's a kind of golden nugget of information. Don't bring a printer if you're living on campus. You'll never learn how to like connect it to the internet if it's one of those printers, and you get free printing. So that's kind of a life hack. There's also going to be meeting spaces inside of Daisy Hill Commons, and sometimes there'll be like tutors that come in. Around finals week, they have dogs come in so you can go and pet them, you know, kind of relieve some stress. So hopefully this gave you a good look of kind of what life is like up on Daisy Hill. And we're going to go ahead and toss it over to Yvonne. She's over at the scholarship halls, and hopefully give you another perspective.
Hi everyone, I'm in here at Crawford Community Center. This is our center of our scholarship halls. We have 12 scholarship halls. I had the luck to live in one of the scholarship halls for 2 years, Margaret Amini. It was the best experience I've had at KU. It was kind of daunting at the beginning because I'm like, oh my God, I need to cook. I need to like clean and do stuff for myself. I'm not ready to adult. But it was really helpful for me to gain all these skills, and it really just created a stronger bond with all my hallmates. The people that I room with are still my best friends. I'm still rooming with them. So I believe the scholarship house has like the tightest community here on campus. You get to do a lot of events with all the other scholarship halls. There's one that's right there that's called GP. And they do a cereal night, they call it. And we just ate pancakes at 10 p.m. And we just like hang out, and you get to see everyone. And the next day when you're on campus, you have now more familiar faces to say hi to as you walk down Jayhawk Boulevard. So definitely recommend apply to scholarship halls. Like I said, it may seem a little bit scary for you if you're not like used to doing all these chores and tasks, but it really isn't that big of a time commitment, and it really helps you just develop those skills that you're definitely going to use once you graduate. So the application for scholarship halls is a little bit different than residence halls. You do have to, file another separate application, but I would say go for it. These are the experiences that really make your college experience. Like I said, my best friends that are where my roommates are still here. So I would definitely recommend check scholarship halls out, and also great financial need aid if that's something that you're looking for. I applied to a lot of their scholarships, and since I already was living in a scholarship hall, I got priority for a lot of these scholarships. So definitely check it out. Great experience.
Awesome. Thank you, Yvonne and Nick. We really appreciate that. I'm going to throw it back over here. So, and like they said, they mentioned, you know, so many different options, and Nick mentioned the videos and tours that our residence halls have online. So in our invite email to this event, you guys definitely have that housing link. It'll take you to the YouTube channel if you're wanting to do a little bit more exploration on the inside look of the different housing options. So everything from residence halls to suite style to two-person suites to scholarship halls, on-campus apartments, all of those things are definitely discussed in there. To learn more about housing, really, just housing, finding a roommate, dining options, benefits of living on campus, and much more, you'll definitely have an opportunity to ask those questions and other questions as well during our Rock Chalk chat in just a few minutes. So we filled you in on housing, we've given you a live look at some options, and now we want to turn our attention over to a very important topic, admission to the University of Kansas. I have Casey Bray, Assistant Director for Diversity and Outreach, tuning in from Seattle to give us a brief presentation on the admissions process. Casey, it's your time to shine.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's enjoying their Monday afternoon. It's still morning here, so, you know, time zones. Really quick, I want to give a couple shout outs on the call. Addison from Arc City is rocking a Kansas sweatshirt. Trevor from Overland Park, I'm pretty sure I saw a little Jayhawk right behind you. Yep, love that. And then Jacob from Chanute, I already shouted him out, but he's got the Rock Chalk virtual background, and I am obsessed. So, gonna talk about some important things, but can I just get a quick poll of the room? Who's ready to be done with senior year and you haven't even started it yet? You guys ready? Just raise your hand, right? You guys are ready. You are ready to come to KU, right? You're like, let's get me to college. But got to talk about the important things. So really quickly, just want to kind of hit on our admissions criteria, just so you guys know what we're looking for, how to apply to KU. So Nancy, if you want to switch to the next slide, I will go there. Okay. Before we get to scholarships though, gonna talk about admissions information, how to apply, how to get to KU. To get into the university, we're looking for a couple different things. We are looking for, there we go, a 24 on your ACT with a 3.0 cumulative GPA, or a 21 on the ACT and 3.25 GPA. So you do have to have both the ACT and GPA score with those. Of course, we know we're living in COVID's world right now, and ACT tests are just all over the place. It's hard to get them. We totally understand that. So we did go ahead and add this new pathway to KU. If you aren't able to take the ACT or anything like that, if you have a 3.4 cumulative GPA, we will admit you to KU regardless of test score. So if you're not able to take a test or you don't have those test scores to get into KU, totally fine. We're just looking for a 3.4 GPA. With that being said, we do require test scores in order to be eligible for our scholarship. So I do think that's really important for you guys to know. So if you want to advance to the next slide, what are we looking for scholarships? I think everyone loves free money, right? Like, who doesn't love free money here? This is what we're looking for in terms of scholarships. For Kansas students, you can see kind of where those start out. And all of these are available on our website as well, this entire scholarship grid for both our Kansas students and our out-of-state students. So of course, for our Kansas students, for scholarship, we're starting off at a 24 ACT with a 3.75 GPA there. And you can see exactly what your award will be. One scholarship specifically for Kansas students that I do want to highlight before I move on to our out-of-state students is the KU Pell Advantage. It's our largest scholarship that we offer to students. If you have a 22 on the ACT with a 3.25 GPA, and you fill out the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid, right? That's how you're eligible for loans and grants and all that stuff. If you fill that out and you get a Pell Grant from the government, any level of Pell, they range from $500 to $1,000, or $5,000, excuse me. KU will go above and beyond that Pell Grant and pay the rest of your tuition and fees. So really big scholarship, over $11,000 a year. So really want to encourage people to make sure you're applying to KU by the scholarship deadline, which I'll talk about in a second. So moving on for our out-of-state students, gonna hit on what our scholarships look like for you all. Again, same thing based on ACT and GPA score. So just wanna make it very clear, to be admitted to KU, you do not have to have an ACT score as long as you have that 3.4. But if you wanna be eligible for our scholarships or admission into different professional schools, we are still gonna require that ACT score. So just making sure you're planning accordingly in terms of when to take a test. So, moving on. Okay, important dates and deadlines. Again, I know you guys are starting off your senior year, very different than obviously other years in the past, but I wanna make sure you guys know about our really important dates and deadlines. Again, this is also on our website, but if you do wanna snap a picture of this, this is probably one of the most important ones. Our application is open now, so you guys can apply and be Jayhawks before you're even starting school, which is really exciting. Of course, talking about the housing, again, our theme for today, that will open in October, like Jackie talked about. And then we do have the November 1st early action deadline. So what that means is students that apply before November 1st will just get extra KU swag, extra benefits. So I really encourage you guys to apply by November 1. Like, go ahead, program it in your phone right now, pull up a little calendar app, program that date in your phone, and just making sure you're getting the application in by November 1st if you want some like extra goodies, which again, who doesn't love extra goodies? No, December 1st is our scholarship deadline. So regardless, that is when you guys need to apply by in order to be eligible for our scholarships. Very, very important date there. So again, we know a lot of things are happening with ACT and SAT tests. We are extending our deadline for when you guys can take that to be eligible for our scholarships. So you have up until February 28th to take an ACT or SAT for scholarship consideration, okay? You do have to apply to KU by December 1st, but if you wanna try to take a test after that, the February 28th test is the last test we will take for scholarship consideration. So that's currently how it stands now. You just need to make sure that you're updating us by April 1st. So again, we want to give you guys time to definitely take that because we know things are a little cray. Also, if you want to update your 7th semester GPA, like say you guys like kill it this semester and that GPA increases and that puts you on our scholarship grid, let us know, okay? Just update us by April 1st. And if that increased GPA puts you on the scholarship grid, we will go ahead and award you that scholarship. And then just the last date, May 1st. That's your date to let us know if you're gonna be a Jayhawk in our fall 2021 class. So just again, a lot of dates and deadlines. I know I threw a lot at you, but I think no matter what, the number one you should be paying attention to is that December 1st deadline for scholarship consideration.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Casey Bray. Really appreciate that admissions presentation from Seattle.
Thank you. Rock Shock from Seattle.
If you guys have any other questions about the admissions process, be sure to reach out to your admissions rep, and our chatters can include that link as well. And now, the moment that you guys have all been waiting for, we will be mailing one lucky winner the following items. We have a KU lanyard, webcam cover, which is coming in handy all the time right now, a t-shirt, a standing J, and a super cool pennant that is like pretty big. I love it. So if we could get a drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. Our winner for today is Sydney Grossfeld from Texas. You are a lucky guest today. Congratulations. We will email you over just to make sure that we confirm your mailing address, and then we will ship you your items in the coming weeks. So, all right, everyone, it's been fun and it's been real, and it's definitely been real fun. So thank you very much for joining us for the last 40 minutes. As promised, I'm going to turn it over to Kendra Bartz, the Assistant Director for our Student Ambassador Program, for a Rock Chalk chat on all things housing related and much, much more. So Kendra, I will turn it over to you.